Lost Land, created and produced by Will Huck, starring Dylan Betts as Griffin Gant, Haley Isom as B, Colin McDuffie as Big T, and narrated by Will Huck. In the year 2075, World War III had just begun. At the climax of the war, the world was introduced to a new weapon of mass destruction, the O-bomb, a weapon that could disintegrate all organic material for thousands of miles. Bombs were dropped all over Earth, and now this is the world we live in the year 2101. Griffin and B are two strangers that bump into each other one day in a shanty town called New Dreary. With the world now in chaos and turmoil, can Griffin and B survive the liars, thugs, and bandits that now rule this lost land? Today's episode, On the Run.
Great. What are we going to do now, smart guy?
I'm getting a little tired of your complaining lately. Don't kids take naps or something? You should do that. Now.
I'm 13, not 5.
As Griffin and B tirelessly try and fix their broken down speeder, Griffin looks up from the engine and rolls his eyes as he stares into the distance, thinking to himself.
I would love to say that this is my little sister and we're hitting the trail for a little sibling road trip, enjoying the sun and fresh air. But the truth is, we're living in a post-apocalyptic world, and I only met this girl about 12 hours ago. Okay, try it now.
Nothing. How long did you have this thing stored, Griffin? Because it sounds like it died 10 years ago, and then by some miracle it was brought back to life, and then died again.
Hey, watch it. Surprisingly enough, this baby has gotten me out of some tight spots.
Well, how about getting us out of this tight spot? We are miles away from anything, and it's about to be dark soon. Who knows what kind of mutated monsters roam around here at night?
Bruce, if she yells at me again, bite her.
Her name is B, and they're not on a family road trip. Between the broken down speeder bike, the boiling sun, and the teenage angst screaming in Griffin's ear, they're both still trying to figure out how they ended up here. Last night.
Keep going. We're almost to the garage.
They're right on our tails.
I know. Turn here, down this alley.
Look, there's a fire escape.
I hope I have enough nanobots for this.
Wow, those nanobots can create smoke screens too?
I know. Cool. Now climb.
They're coming!
Just keep going and stay quiet.
We made it to the roof. What about those nanobots?
We're too far away now. I can't call them back. Plus, they're covering our escape. Let's keep moving. The garage is only a few blocks away now.
As B turns to make her escape with Griffin, she unknowingly knocks a bit of rock off the edge of the building down into the alley. As the handler sirens become more and more distant, our two strangers arrive at their destination, a small garage on the edge of town. B watches as Griffin fiddles with the lock to the gate.
Damn!
What now?
It's locked. Okay, no problem. Just give me a minute to cut through this chain.
I thought you said this was your speeder.
It is, but not anymore.
Oh my god. Of all the places I could have hidden from Kane and his goons, I picked you.
Will you shut up and watch my back? I almost have this. At least the handlers are off our tail now.
Whatever.
So how did you get in league with that Kane guy anyway?
Can we not talk about this right now? I need to focus on guarding your back from the bugs circling this light.
Fine. Got it.
I thought you used up all the nanobots with that smoke screen.
I still have a few stored away. Here, help me with this.
They stand in front of the garage and look upon a rusted and beat up speeder resting on the ground.
Well, here she is. I know she's a bit rough around the edges, but she's got it where it counts.
We are going to die.
Let's go. Come on, come on.
Jesus.
Got it.
As the headlights turn on and illuminate the darkness, a group of handlers stand in their way, with Big T leading the pack.
Nowhere left to go, Griffin. Get out of the speeder.
I don't think so.
You crazy son of a... Get out of the way! Fire!
We're out of here, B.
They're headed west. Set up a checkpoint and stop them!
We did it! I never doubted you!
Oh, really? Well, we aren't out of the woods yet. They'll set up a checkpoint about a mile ahead. They'll be waiting for us.
What's the plan then?
Well, I had an idea, but you're not gonna like it.
As the two make their way west, morning comes fast. We next see B approaching the western checkpoint alone. She comes into view of 4 handlers.
Stop!
It's okay. I'm turning myself in. I didn't want to run, but that Griffin creep was holding me hostage.
Where is Griffin Gant?
The speeder we took off in died between town and here. When he got out to check the engine, I made a run for it. He said you guys might be waiting for us, so I came here. He's probably still back there if you want to find him.
You are wanted for questioning. You will stay here. You two, find Griffin Gant. Come with us.
Hey, I've always wanted to know, why don't you guys ever talk with your mouths? I'm telling you, that guy was a total sleazeball. I hope you guys find him so I can teach him a few lessons. Yeah, it would be real nice to teach that creep a few lessons.
Where did that come from?
Ha!
Stop.
Nah.
B finishes off the handler with a swift kick to the head. She waves off to the distance as Griffin reveals himself hiding behind a pile of rocks by the nearby ridge. He shouts toward B as he hops back into his speeder to pick her up.
Did I get him?
Yes, now come on.
All right, get in.
You missed your cue.
I didn't hear you.
You were 20 feet away.
Sorry.
So where are we headed?
Anywhere but here.
Great.
Now,
I'd rather be anywhere but here. I can't believe your stupid speeder broke down, and now we're out here in the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere.
Listen. Throwing a tantrum isn't going to help us. So, go over there to what used to be a tree and get us some firewood. It's going to get cold soon.
Fine.
I should have a few snacks in the cargo unit in the back. I'll look for something to eat.
And then what?
I don't know. Maybe we can head for Fairsland in the morning. Shouldn't be more than a few days' drive
If the speeder starts up.
Right. If the speeder starts up.
that night Griffin and B sit by the fire with darkness surrounding them. The stars are out and the air is still. They eat their limited assorted snacks in silence.
So, what's the deal with that stuffed dog anyway?
Oh, Bruce here?
It has a name.
Of course he's got a name. What, you don't name your pets?
Never had a pet.
Well, he's the only thing I have to remember of my family. When I was a kid, everything happened so fast. I was on my own for most of the way. The only thing constant I can remember in my life is Bruce. He's always been there.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
No harm done. Being on your own most of your life means you don't really know how to live your life any other way. So, we're all good. So, what's your story?
Epilogue. A robotic fist knocks on the door. It slides open, and a man sits in a chair with his back turned to it. He watches multiple TV screens along the wall. They're the only light source in the dark room. The screens seem to be live recordings from all over New Dreary.
Big T, come in.
Hey, boss. I got some bad news.
I know, T, and you all performed perfectly.
Yeah, and I'm really sorry. What?
I didn't want them captured. I've been watching this Griffin for some time, and he's a slippery one. The handlers made it a bit more of a challenge, and I wish you would have consulted me before you brought them in, but it all worked out in the end.
So, you don't want us to send out search parties?
Keep the handlers patrolling the town. They are needed here.
What about them?
The man stops the recording on a shot of Griffin and B whipping the speeder out of the garage. The man focuses on B.
With a bit of luck, Griffin and B should be back in town in no time. B and I have a lot of catching up to do. And I can't wait to meet this Griffin.
Will Griffin get the speeder up and running? Who is this mystery man? What is the story of B? More to come next week on
Lost Land.